I am a believer in the power of reason and observation to guide us to truth. The surgeon should not be content with success, but must seek to understand the causes behind it. Extreme cleanliness is the basis of all good surgery. The foundation of successful surgery lies in keeping the wound free from germs. By preventing the causes of infection, we save lives before the disease even has a chance to begin. The progress of medical science depends on the union of careful observation and unrelenting inquiry. Science must be applied to surgery if it is to reach its full potential. It is not enough to treat the patient. We must eliminate the conditions that cause the disease. Antiseptics have shown us the way to save more lives than ever before in the history of medicine. We do not advance by resting on the achievements of the past, but by building upon them to reach new heights. It is through the application of science that we turn medical practice from art to a precise science. Cleanliness is not just a virtue. It is a necessity for the safety of the patient. Every infection prevented is a life saved, and that is the true value of antiseptics. Our duty as medical professionals is to use every tool at our disposal to eliminate the causes of harm. The progress of surgery is marked by the small steps we take to remove the dangers of infection. We must never lose sight of the fact that every patient is someone's loved one, deserving of the highest care. Medicine, like all sciences, must evolve through evidence and experiment. It is not enough to know the science of medicine. We must also apply it to save lives. Antiseptics represent the future of surgery, where cleanliness and precision lead to healing. In surgery, as in life, prevention is always better than the cure. The tools of medicine must be guided by the wisdom of science, not just tradition. Surgical success is not defined by how well we operate, but by how well we prevent complications. The battle against infection is fought with both knowledge and cleanliness. Every discovery in medicine is a step forward, but it is the application of these discoveries that truly saves lives. The power of antiseptics is not just in their ability to treat, but in their potential to prevent suffering. Our work is never done until we have eliminated the risks of infection and ensure the safety of every patient. Medicine must always be grounded in evidence, and antiseptics offer the proof of what we can achieve with scientific inquiry. A sterile environment is the key to a successful outcome in every surgical procedure. True progress in medicine comes when we look beyond the symptoms to the root causes of disease and work to prevent them. Surgery is not just a matter of skill. It is a matter of ensuring safety through prevention. Infection is the enemy, and cleanliness is our strongest defense. Progress in medicine is not just in finding new treatments, but in making existing procedures safer for patients. The application of science to surgery transforms it from an art to a life-saving practice. A surgeon's duty is not only to heal, but to protect the patient from the dangers that follow the operation. In the fight against disease, the simplest of actions like cleanliness can make the greatest difference. Science has shown us the way to eliminate infection. It is up to us to follow it. Every step we take in making surgery safer is a step toward saving lives. In medicine, there is no greater achievement and preventing harm before it occurs. The true measure of success in surgery is not just the survival of the patient, but their ability to heal without infection. The greatest progress in medicine comes not just from curing diseases, but from preventing them from ever taking root. In surgery, the secret to success lies not only in skillful hands, but in creating an environment that keeps infections at bay. Each life saved through antiseptic methods is a testament to the power of science in improving human health. It is not enough to treat wounds. We must prevent the infection that follows, ensuring a complete recovery. A clean environment is as important as a steady hand in achieving surgical success. The real miracle of surgery is not the operation itself, but the elimination of the invisible threats that follow. Surgical practices evolve not just through new techniques, but through the commitment to safeguarding patients from preventable risks. Medicine advances when we embrace new ideas, challenge old assumptions, and put science into practice. The power of antiseptic is in its simplicity, protecting patients from the invisible dangers of infection. The success of a surgical procedure is not just measured by the skill of the surgeon, but by the safety and cleanliness of the environment. Infection is not a natural consequence of surgery. It is a preventable complication that can be eliminated with proper care. Every advancement in surgery is a victory over the invisible forces that threaten the health of our patients. Science teaches us that prevention is as powerful as intervention in the fight against disease. In surgery, it is not just the operation that matters, but how we create a safe environment for healing. The true success of a surgeon is measured by the prevention of infection, ensuring the patient heals without complication. A sterile surgical environment is a promise of safety, ensuring that the patient's body remains free from harm. Antiseptics have shown us that the greatest tool in surgery is the one that stops infection before it starts. The key to advancing medicine is not just in treating patients, but in preventing illness through science and care. In surgery, true mastery lies in eliminating the risks that could jeopardize a patient's recovery. The greatest triumph in medicine is not just saving lives, but ensuring that wounds remain free from the threat of infection. A clean and sterile surgical environment is the first step toward a successful outcome. Before any procedure even begins, science shows us that the best treatment is not only curing the disease, but preventing further harm through precaution and care. Every step we take toward a more sterile environment is a step toward a safer, healthier future for our patients. Infection is not an inevitable consequence of surgery. It is a danger it can avoid through proper precautions. The real art of surgery is in understanding and controlling the unseen forces that can harm our patients. The ability to prevent infection is as critical as the ability to operate effectively. In medicine, the greatest victories often come not from the most complicated treatments, but from the simplest, most effective prevention. Our responsibility as healthcare professionals is to ensure that every patient has the best chance for recovery by eliminating unnecessary risks. The first principle of surgery is not the operation itself, but the creation of a sterile environment that fosters healing. The true art of medicine is not just knowing what to treat, but understanding how to prevent harm from the start. A surgeon's skill is measured not just by the operation, but by the steps taken to ensure the patient remains safe from infection. In the fight against disease, the most effective weapon is prevention, and antiseptics offer the means to achieve it. The real breakthrough in medicine is the ability to control what we cannot see: germs and infections that threaten life. The science of antiseptics has shown us that cleanliness is not just a practice, but a powerful protector of health.